Do you ever feel like the clock is your enemy? Like you're always running out of time? Well, today, we're going to flip that script. We're going to build your personal blueprint to really master your time, find that focus, and finally feel like you're ahead of the game. If you've ever felt totally buried in work, you're going to want to stick around. Does this feel a little familiar? You've got homework piling up, your friends want to hang out, you've got practice, and it just repeats. It's so easy to feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions all at once. And look, it's not just in your head. It's real. Your schoolwork, your social life, all your after-school activities, they are literally in a constant competition for your attention. It's like this big battle for your time, and honestly, it can feel impossible to win.
But what if? What if you had a clear plan? A kind of blueprint that shows you exactly how to manage everything without all that stress. That's exactly what we're going to build together today.
So what's the point of this blueprint anyway? Well, it's all about building your own independence, feeling way less overwhelmed, getting that anxiety to chill out, and actually getting more stuff done. This isn't just about acing one test. It's about setting yourself up for success, like for the long haul.
And I want you to really let this sink in. This is so important. The goal here isn't to be some perfect, flawless time management robot. No way. It's about creating a structure that actually works for you, sticking with it, and, getting better over time. It's about growth.
Okay, let's get practical. Let's dive into Section 1, the Time Master's Toolkit. These are the core tools you're going to need to build your plan. We're going to focus on 4 key steps. It's pretty simple, actually. First, we'll learn how to break it down. Then, we'll prioritize for the biggest impact. After that, we'll schedule our focus time. And finally, and this is crucial, we'll learn how to protect that time.
All right, step 1, break it down. You know that huge history project that's looming over you, or that massive science paper? Don't look at it as one giant monster. Break it into smaller pieces, right? Like research, then an outline, then the first draft, then a final review. All of a sudden, it feels way less intimidating.
Next up, step 2 is all about prioritizing impact. Here's the secret. Not all tasks are created equal. You've got to figure out which work is going to have the biggest impact on your grades and your goals, and then do that stuff first. Think about it. Studying for a final that's worth half your grade, that's super high impact. Spending an hour color coding your notes? Yeah, that's probably low impact. Focus on what really moves the needle.
So, just take a second, pause and think about it right now. What is the single most important thing you need to get done this week? Just identifying that one thing can give you an incredible amount of clarity. And that leads us perfectly into step 3, schedule your focus. Instead of just vaguely saying, I'll study tonight, block out specific times in your calendar. Maybe from 4 to 5 p.m. on Tuesday is your dedicated math homework block. When you do this, you're basically telling your brain, hey, it's time for some deep, uninterrupted work.
And this might be the most important part of all. Once you schedule that time, you have to protect it. That's step 4. That means your phone goes on silent. Or even better, you put it in another room. You close all those distracting tabs on your computer. Trust me, digital interruptions are the #1 enemy of focus.
And just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On the left, you've got distracted work, which means slow progress, more anxiety, and lower quality stuff. But on the right, that focused work gets you way better results with so much less stress. You're giving tasks your full quality attention, and the outcome really shows it.
So you have the tools now, but tools are kind of useless without the right mindset, So welcome to Section 2, the architect's mindset. This is all about how you make your blueprint actually work for you and stick.
To really make this whole thing succeed, you're going to need 4 things. The discipline to actually follow your plan, the habit of reflection to see what's working, the adaptability to change things up when you need to, and the consistency to just show up day after day.
And don't worry if discipline feels hard at first. It's totally like a muscle. Seriously, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every single time you stick to one of your focus blocks, you're basically doing another rep. Just focus on small, gradual improvements, not on becoming perfect overnight.
Let's be real. Life happens, right? A surprise quiz gets announced, or practice runs late. A strong plan isn't rigid, it's adaptable. The key is to just adjust your blueprint calmly, instead of letting one little change totally derail your entire week. You can think of it like a growth cycle. First, you plan your week. Then, you execute that plan as best you can. At the end of the week, you take a little time to review what worked and what didn't. And then, you refine your blueprint for the next week. It's this constant, awesome process of improvement.
So where does all this lead? Well, that brings us to Section 3, building your success. Let's talk about the long-term rewards of doing all this.
It really all starts with just one successful focus block, one day where you actually stuck to your plan. You have to celebrate that small win, because those single efforts are what build this unstoppable momentum over time.
And the reward for all this effort? It's huge. You'll genuinely feel less anxious because you have a plan. You'll feel more independent because you are in control. And you're not just learning stuff for school, you're building a foundation for success in pretty much everything you do in the future.
So there you have it. You've got the blueprint, you have the tools, the mindset, the whole strategy. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?